What's good, people? Welcome to the Chronicles of Culture podcast. My name's Connor F. Davies, and this week I sat down with rising stars Jacob Allen and Ellie Pearson to discuss their own identities and culture within the battle scene of street dance. Let's have a look.
My name's Jacob. I'm a hopper. And I'm from the Wirral.
My name's Ellie. I'm from Swansea and primarily light feet and hip hop.
Does your identity as a dancer and your identity as a person differ, or are they quite similar?
I feel like they can be quite different, as a lot of the time when I'm dancing, I'm quite almost like, I like to impress people with a dance. That's what I prefer more than actually winning things, is people going, oh, I enjoyed that round. But then when I'm in person, when I don't know people, I'm quite reserved and I'm not gonna go out of my way to speak to people.
I think when you're battling, you want to be confident. There's that whole element of you get judged on the presence that you bring when you're battling. Whereas I'd say I'm confident if I know people. If I don't know someone, then I'm definitely not a confident person to talk to. But obviously, like I said, when I'm battling, that's a whole element that you have to bring in order to compete against the other person.
So completely different.
Yeah.
Okay. So you as a dancer, you are on the spectrum, you are neurodiverse.
Yeah.
Do you find that there's any boundaries? Do you feel like there's been some things that you can't do within the dance scene because of your autism?
I think a lot of the time it's more to do with myself rather than actually any boundaries within the dance scene, because it is quite a welcoming scene. It's more about, I'm going to do something and I'll get myself worked up and then I won't do it because of that, which is in a way even more frustrating because it's actually on me. The dance scene is welcoming towards everyone like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are going to be people who are further along on the spectrum that aren't going to have the ability to do things like that, but there's not really a lot you can do for them.
Yeah. They just need to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Your identity as a popper, your identity as a dancer, then your identity as a person, obviously that comes with autism. That's autism is a part of your identity. Yeah. Do you feel like people that don't know you as a person but know you as a dancer, do you feel like they would think, oh, he's on the spectrum?
I don't think so, because the way that I dance and carry myself when I dance is very different to as I do just as a person.
Off the floor, yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes you'll see me dance, you're like, why is he being weird? When I dance, it is very different to I put on a different persona when I dance. So people who do know me just for dance won't know me.
They won't notice.
No, unless when I come off and I've won a round, I'm yay!
As a female dancer in a male-dominated style, how does that understand to you?
UK wise, there's definitely not a lot of females in it, and if they are, they're younger. I've been doing it since I was 9. I've always been under 18.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the thing of gender, it's never been a situation for me because I've always been younger, so I've not been
discriminated
into that. Like I said, because I've always been younger, I've never had to really deal with anything in that sense, but it might change as I get older, to be fair.
So if you look at that, that's just as light treat. If you look at hip hop as a whole, do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I would say the same, again, because I've always been younger. I've never really had to deal with any of it, but then I know a lot of females have had people I've spoke to, or friends have had situations, even just the way men act in battles or just little things like that. But me personally, I've not experienced anything yet.
Touch wood. So do you consider yourself now a part of the next generation of battle dancers, or do you see yourself as part of the more current generation that youngsters could look up to?
I still like to think of myself as the next generation in a way, because I'm not at that level where I want to call myself current generation, because it's I'm getting the same as people who are still next generation, so it's not they're looking up to me because we're on the same level. But once I do start to progress and get further and further, then I'm going to be oh, now I'm current generation. But the current generation is quite a loose term, because you've got dancers who've been dancing for 20 years.
Yeah.
They're still battle and they're still current generation. then you got people who stop dancing after a couple of years, and now they're old gen.
I would say next gen, because I'm still quite young, but then at the same time I have been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Like I've been battling since I was 9, so almost 10 years. But then I'm still only 15 because I think there's still lots that I need to learn.
Okay.
And also I feel like the generation now that people look up to, like they're doing a lot more.
Right.
Whereas I'm not really doing anything. Like I teach kids how to dance and I've got a few kids that I mentor, but on like a bigger scale, I'm not doing much for a younger generation now.
Okay.
Because I'm still focused on myself. Whereas people battling that, like not battling now, like this generation, they're like, although they're doing it for themselves, they've also got people underneath them that they're really working to bring up.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm not at that point yet.
How has street dance evolved in your own community? So back home in the Wirral, have you felt like a cultural shift at all with dance and its development?
I feel like it's quite limited on the Wirral because we only really have Harry.
Yeah.
So the majority of the strongest dancers that have come from the Wirral are poppers, like Leah Garner, Maisie, Harry. Everyone's primarily poppers, and that's something that like that's grown because they used to be nothing until Harry started.
I think as of lately, yeah, not really before, because I think because it is such a small place, and it's also very much dance school orientated.
Yeah.
It's such a small place that everyone's like, if you're in a dance school, you're in a dance school. You can't go anywhere else to train. People are starting to like understand it a bit more. That it's not about like coaching other dancers, it's about getting your dancers to where they need to be.
Yeah.
So like even just the little things of like having a workshop. If someone said it was an open workshop, a lot of the time no one would come. It would just be that dance school. Whereas now everyone's, I think, just more hungry to learn.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely a shift that's happened.
For the better.
Yeah, definitely for the better.
What developments would you like to see happen for the UK dance scene? What would you like to see happen to further promote dance?
More opportunities, because it's like commercial that is more promoted.
Yeah.
Whereas as of lately there has been more hip hop, as more like hip hop artists have come forward, then you're getting more hip hop to like as backup dancers. Whereas that never used to really be that opportunity there. But I think it still needs more opportunity in the sense to like promote hip hop and just street dance in general, because I think industry is very much tailored to commercial.
Yeah.
But hopefully that can shift a bit more just to give more opportunity to everyone.
Honestly, I just think more events in general up north. A lot of it is like London, Gloucester, Swindon, which those events are great, but when you have to go there 6-7 times a year, it can just be a bit of a nightmare. Having events up here is always nice because you get to see new dancers who don't necessarily make those travels down south.
Thank you very much. Jacob Allen, everyone. Ellie Pearson, K-Elz, thank you very much. There you go. Cut it. Here we
Actually,
go.
I was going to keep it in.